Hey fam, it's Tam.
And Nate.
Today we are making a copycat recipe of
air fried Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yum! So join us in the kitchen. Four of these.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you. We messed this recipe up the other day.
We tried.
We didn't activate our yeast properly. So now we have it sitting in warm milk and the butter so it can fully activate. Alright, let's check those. Oh, they need more butter, I think.
Yeah, right, so that's half a cup of whole milk. Make sure it's whole milk.
Warm
whole milk. And then we have a third stick of butter. And we'll let that sit for now. Okay, so the recipe calls for about 2 cups of flour. Look what I'm doing! I'm using a butter knife to level it out.
No, you used the wrong side.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, it's curved.
Okay.
It's not level if you use the curved side.
Okay, so that's half a cup.
Yeah, we're using half a cup because it won't fit in that
canister.
So anyway, she got these fancy things and I'm like, well, now you can't fit an actual cup in there.
Whatever, it's pretty. I'm making a mess, but whatever. I am no baker.
You need a bigger container.
Right.
For your flour.
Okay, so we got our jar of sugar, tablespoon, 1, 2, 3, and then a half a teaspoon of salt. So we have a dash of nutmeg. Okay.
Okay, so what are we doing? We're gonna go ahead and put it in our
mixing KitchenAid
mixer.
So we're just gonna mix our dry ingredients first. All the dry ingredients.
Mixed up all the dry ingredients. We've let our yeast activate. So what do we do now? We go ahead and put our mixture in there, right?
Well, this also needs 1 egg.
1 egg.
Egg. Okay, so we would slowly add that to our dry ingredients.
Turn our mixer on.
Our yeast is looking better.
It's looking better than last time when we messed it up.
Right?
All right, so.
Okay.
What's the next step?
Okay, so we need to get a little bit of flour.
There's Kai. Say hi. Not impressed. She bought this big cutting board, which is not gonna be used to cut on. It's gonna be used to make dough on.
Okay, so we want a little bit of flour just to roll our dough, because it is way more sticky now than last time. Last time it was like dry as hell.
That's what happens when you don't activate your yeast properly. And we got flat donuts. They were terrible.
They were terrible. They're like biscuits.
Yeah, they actually made really good biscuits. Just they didn't make good donuts.
Okay, so you just wanna see, it's really sticky. That's a yeasty donut. Now, probably should have floured my hand.
Alright, so what are we doing now?
Okay, so we're just rolling it in a bit of flour because it was really sticky, and we want to roll it in a bowl because we're gonna let it sit for a minute and rise. Okay, so we want a large bowl to let our dough rise, but we do have to grease it a little bit, so I have a little bit of melted butter.
And it's supposed to double-ish to triple-ish, somewhere in that range in size.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a good bit, probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending. What we do is just we'll take our dough, put it in a bowl, and then pop it in there.
Make it nice and pretty. It's so ugly in there. So it'll rise uniformly, maybe.
I am no baker. Let me see if I can make it prettier.
Well,
This is baking for beginners.
And so why aren't we teaching them to bake if we don't know how to bake?
We're just trying it out.
All right, we're trying it out.
Because we love Krispy Kreme donuts.
All right, anyway, we're gonna put the plastic wrap on it and we'll get back with it in about 2 hours. All right, we just took it out. I think it's ready. All right, so now we gotta roll this baby out.
Okay, so we came prepared. We have a rolling pin, we have our floured cutting board, and then we also have a baking sheet with some parchment paper. Once we cut it, we're gonna make it rise. So, punch it.
What are you doing?
Okay, so I think we're gonna need these a little bit just to form.
Smells yeasty this time.
Oh man.
When we didn't do it right before, it didn't.
Right?
We didn't get the fast activating yeast and we weren't patient enough.
Right.
About how thick?
Because we're not frying them, we want to at least an inch, a little bit of an inch thick. And then off Amazon, we got this little cutter here, this donut cutter. Just press.
And then after we do this, put them over here and let them rise a little bit more.
Right.
You get your donut hole out of the middle.
Okay, so as we gotta wrap the rest of the dough.
Let it rest.
Let it rest and rise again. So what we're gonna do, in the meantime, we're gonna also let this rise one more time, but you can get some melted butter.
That's gonna give the nice brown color. All right, so as our donuts continue to rise, we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze icing.
So we have about 2 cups of powdered sugar here. Got 2/3 stick of butter melted. Then it calls for about 3 to 4 tablespoons of whole milk. Just a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're just gonna mix that.
All right, so we've mixed it up really well.
And I mean, some people like a thick glaze on it. If you want more of a thinner glaze, you can probably add a little bit more milk. So, okay, so we're gonna preheat our air fryer to 350 degrees. And what we wanna do is make sure we grease with some butter ham there. Look at our donuts. Pretty much risen, yeah? So what we're gonna do is just be careful with it. We don't wanna knock out the air in our yeast donuts. We're gonna add it to our basket here. And these are what, 3-minute Krispy Kreme donuts. So,
3 minutes after a whole lot of prep time.
I've been waiting and stuff, so we'll see how it turns out.
All right, let's see.
Cross your fingers. Oh! I mean, they didn't brown as much as I hoped to, but it's definitely not biscuit type.
Well, you could probably put a little butter on there.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just take our yeast donuts. Look how it turned out pretty, but it didn't brown as much as we hoped.
Probably not gonna brown as much as frying them.
Yeah.
All right, let's dip them. Just go all in there. I guess once the glaze is on there, you can't really tell that they're not browned anyway.
Right.
We're gonna let the glaze cool a few minutes and then we'll test it out for you guys.
Okay guys, so here is our copycat recipe for Krispy Kreme donut.
All right, let's try them.
It's like, it like just melts in your mouth.
Pretty good
Pretty good.
for an air fryer donut.
Well, thank you for joining us. Please be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and we are out of here.